Okay, so this is a post that garners just right now. It's on my mind. I know with voting coming up in November with this big election, I want people to know as adults there is such thing as peer pressure. And so for instance, what happened to me when Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump were going for presidency, I'm libertarian, so I was going to vote. I think Gary Johnson was the one at the time. And I was going to vote for him. Well, I was personal training one of my clients, and she said, well, the thing is, if you vote for an independent or another party, the electoral vote comes in, and so you just want to vote whatever party you don't want to win. So, but if you go libertarian, then the other guy will win anyway. And I was like, huh. And somewhere in my head, I was like, okay, I get it. Well, who don't I want for president? And at that time, I'd voted for Hillary Clinton. I was like, well, a female president. Well, turns out that didn't happen anyway. So therefore, my vote was useless. And however, if I had voted the way I wanted to, the way my heart told me to, then at least the Libertarian Party would have seen an increase in votes and be like, okay, we are going to make a difference someday, or we are going to be able to pull through versus this solid side Republican and Democrat. So I don't care who you vote for. What I care for and what I'm trying to stress right now is learn the facts. Go to, I'll leave in my description what website to go to. It's 411vote.org. I think for all your local candidates. I'll double check. My sister sent it to all of us a while ago. We have been utilized it quite a bit. So I have it. I just lied to y'all. I have it. Even gone. But she sends it out, and I will. Because this is the first election where I'm like, okay, I need to start speaking out about just awareness of policies, awareness of who's the best advice I ever got from a poli-sci, she was in economics and political science. And she was worked in Washington forever. And she was telling us, a class I was in, she said, when you're voting, the way you vote, you need to look at that candidate, go in their history, like look back. What policies have they always pushed? Have they made any headway? Do they waffle on their policies? They say one thing and then go after another. You're not going to find that in what they're saying right now. You have to go back, which I am planning to do, and I'll share that information with you because I'm the most unbiased. I'm so unbiased, right? So I have my beliefs, but I understand you might have different beliefs. A different president might be better for you than for me. This time, I think we all need to just really have our facts straight across the board. So anyways, that's what I want to do. But yes, there is adult peer pressure, and don't tell somebody just to vote for somebody so somebody else doesn't win. Because yeah, that tells the other parties you'll never have a chance. Even if they see a 2% increase every year in those parties, that's a huge difference over time. Like, I know that seems so small, but over time, if you think about it, that is huge. And as long as they see that uptick, then they'll always feel like there's hope, and then more people will run for those parties, and they'll get more campaign and donations. And yes, okay, so I'm gonna go, because this mainly was on the whole peer pressure thing. And I wish, and I was, let's see, where was it, 8 years ago? What I've been, I'm 43, so I was like 35. I was 35. And instead of voting the way I had told myself I would vote, because that is true to closer to my ideals than either party, I didn't vote the way I wanted to. I don't have a lot of regrets, but sometimes I'm like, that I would consider one. But it happens. And this bringing awareness, don't just follow somebody else because they're voting one way unless you believe the same thing they do and that they've gotten their facts straight. Otherwise, do your own research. And off the news sources, like deep dive. Again, this is where I'll help come in with the deep diving. Because I think that's really going to be necessary this round. All right. Okay, that's it. Have a great Sunday.